Hello, beautiful heart. My name is Juliana McLean, and today, because in the beginning of this journey, we all need some support, and this is a huge what I'm starting to take on board. And today, my friend, their friend Hamish Niven, will be by my side. So I want to thank you so much, Hamish, for being here. Hamish will put the questions and I will just go with the flow. As I said, is new for me. It's scaring, but it's beautiful to feel all this combination of emotions and energy flowing to the body. So, Hamish, I really appreciate for assisting me on this journey. Thank you so much from all my heart. Thank you.
Hi, my friend. It is an absolute pleasure to be here. Um, it's lovely knowing you, not for very long, but the conversations and hearing the love and the passion for what you do. And I'm really honored to be able to help you in your journey, starting this off and just watching you blossom and share your magic, your divinity, your power, and your story, which will come out, I'm sure, as the weeks and months go on. Um, so I think, like all good podcasts, why did you decide to do a podcast?
Because a really deep calling inside me is to share all that I gained to the years, to the world that is inside this physical being. It's a world that I share with some, but I am so barely understood. So I understand whatever is here, it's something to be shared with the world. I feel I feel a really deep calling for assisting people to understand, to feel what is going on today, where are we going, and who we truly are, despite of what we look in the mirror to see or what others tell to us. So that's the main reason to share the energy, the wisdom, and all the knowledge that's come through me or through this physical body. Yes.
I think this is going to be really interesting, and having watched some of your TikToks, having had you on my podcast, I know you got an incredible story of understanding and awareness and coming into your own and realizing how powerful you are and what you can share to the world. I mean, you've already articulated all sorts of ideas. You've talked about this body rather than you. You've talked about channeling. You've talked about wanting to share stuff. Without going back into your story at this stage, why do you feel this is so important to not educate, but to encourage people to look deeply at who they are and why they are, because that's the essence, I think, of what you're trying to encourage people to understand about themselves.
Yeah. The main reason for why I'm doing it as well is to bring up the awareness that no matter what, no matter what we go in life and how much we suffer and how much pain we go through, we have the inner power to raise because I'm looking around and I see people stuck in the pain, stuck in their own minds, as if there is no escape, as if there somewhere is not a better world to be lived because the world is inside ourselves, it's not outside. And my heart is breaking to see that how they are stuck. They are so stuck. And it's like, is it's sad or I feel a part of me is feeling sad because Yes, I was there too. I felt stuck as if the life is just a box. But when I get out from that, I saw actually what life is and what world is and where is the world, the real world. So that's why also I'm showing up to speak up, to share, to encourage, to empower the soul of a human being to overcome the stagnation, the this mindset that it's only keep us down or small or really in pain. So that's really what's make me to just break all the doors and say, hey guys, it's possible. Just believe me, it's I was there. I know it. I felt it. I know how the chaos, the madness is, but it's possible. So I really want as much as possible, as more as human as possible, to go home. And when I say home, to come back in their hearts, because there is our home. And when we are home, we transform this world, and the chaos is melting, is transforming in a peace, because we can stand in the chaos with peace. That's that's what's burning in my heart, to bring that calling, like in the school, like, hey, hello, it's time. And yes, now is the time. And it's possible, because our minds, it's creating in such a way that it's sucking everything what we see, what we hear, who told what, and then we create a world in our heads, but that have nothing to do with the real world of coming from the heart. So I want us to go home, home in our hearts. Yes.
I love that. I love that. So you're helping people to go home. Yeah, I think that's fab. And there's that lovely quote, isn't it? All we are actually doing is walking each other home. So
Yes.
yeah. And so people listening to this will be people who know there is something not right with life. They know that society is pushing them around parental beliefs, ancestral beliefs, work, dogma,
Mm.
religion as well. All these controlling mechanisms that monitor our lives, and as you said, they diminish us. So your 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 vision is to not call this out, but just to make people become aware of, hey, you don't have to do it that way anymore. So tell me a little bit about that. You've talked about coming home. Um, who who would be your ideal listeners? Who would people say, I want to tell Juliana to other people, I want to tell my friends? Who are your listeners? Who are people who want to know more about you?
The listener of my listener are those who are willing to walk on fire, so to liberate their soul, because it's take willingness to go home. Is a really bumped road. It's really with ups and downs. Many times on this road, you can give up because you don't see hope, because you cannot see it, but it's there. So it takes so willingness, for those with willingness, for those that feels in their hearts and their beingness that in the life, or in this life, is more that we have been seen until now. Is just a feeling inside that there is more. I don't know what, I don't know how, but I feel there is more. Hey, this podcast, this channel are for those that feel something, don't know what it is, but it's just a feeling, because the mind have not yet put in pictures was that. And for those who are willing, who really feel the call on their hearts, I will do that. I don't know how. I don't does not matter what I'm lose on the way. I'm going home. Like really, I let everything behind. I take myself on my with myself on the hands, and we go home. So This is for those brave.
I love that. Yeah, absolutely. So it's for seekers, isn't it? It's for people
Yes,
seeking.
yes.
So tell me about these seekers. Who are these seekers? You've given a good description, but what what are they looking for? What are they afraid of? What are they uncertain of? What do they know deep down in their heart? But what is, you've mentioned stuck. What is sticking them behind?
Who are their seekers? Are those suppressed ones, those empathic ones, those that offer their love and they feel again and again betrayed, or they feel that life is not fair. For those that willing, no matter what, to still be in their hearts. For those that they have a hope, tiny hope there that the light is in the end of the tunnel, and I don't know how, but I will still continue to reach that light on the end of the tunnel. The seeker that really felt so much and saw others through their core, but felt confused because the world's confusing us. Those that, as I said also before, that they felt and feel there is more, there is something else, that this life is not how I'm seeing, how I'm feeling it. Those that are feel like an alien on this planet, those that cannot fit in, like they cannot comprehend why the world has to be such a messy place. Those seekers of truth, of love, and those that holding the light no matter what, no matter what they lose on the way, no matter who they leave behind, because now is no more time to try to pull others with us. We cannot save others if we cannot save ourselves first. And then being and staying strong in our own energies, in our own core, we can assist others with love, but we cannot change their minds. We just can hold the space and just be for them, because we go on a place where we cannot engage with others people's, let's say, convince them that, hey, that is nice, hey, come back, hey. No, it's no more time for this. Is has to stand in your core and walk straight and stand tall and be brave and be proud of the light that you carry. That's so important, to stand in that light and just observe the chaos and hold the space of love, compassion, and understanding. Those seekers.
They sound like remarkable people. They've got compassion, they've got love, they've got sadness, they've got maybe a sense of injustice. It's not necessarily
Mm.
that, but what I'm getting is they know it's not working. They know that life's not working on that three-dimensional level, on that do this, do that, 9 to 5 job, do this, do that, that treadmill of mundane. These are not mundane people. These are people who absolutely know something has to change, but they don't know how. So what are you going to be able to do? How, let's say I am one of your seekers. I'm stuck, Juliana. I don't know what to do. Life, something is wrong. What, how can you help me? Because I'm stuck, I'm frightened. I don't want to be who I am. I don't like what I'm doing. My job's boring. My partner is, we talk, but we're not magnetic together. How are you going to encourage me to be brave? Because that is where I'm frightened.
Is with the power of my heart to stand there to listen, to hold the love, to remember to speak through your heart and to remember to yourself who you truly are and how much power you contain within. The mind is tricky. It's really tricky. And in this way, to assist you to come back into your heart, because when we are so much in the mind, we see the chaos, we get stuck, we get confused, we start to activate the feelings, and then we go really in a place of cannot stand into this. So to bring you into your heart and to stay there as much as possible, because the fears is a illusion created by mind. That's why we get out of control, and because we are so much in the mind, and the mind is just the mind, cannot comprehend what the heart can contain, cannot comprehend what the heart has for us. So I will be there for you with my presence, with an open heart, listening. And, you know, again, we have the gifts that works as magic. We don't know how, but it's just working out. And by doing that, I will assist you to come back into your heart. So, with the inner guidance, whatever has to come through, it I will speak up to you. I will tell you to you what you need to hear from a guidance if you come to me. What you have to hear so you can smoothen those experiences, or you can comprehend something in your mind, so somehow this ego mind can a little bit slow down and okay, see the situation actually is not so worse. Yes, it feels, but it's not as such. And helping you to face those emotions. What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? So, again, it's just a sacred place where it's containing this unconditional love. And again, as I said, I'm allowing it, and it's just come forward what it is to come forward, because I truly believe and feel and sense we, I, we are here as a tool for divinity to work through us. We just have to know who we are, be humble who we are, and allowing it. Don't be scared or afraid to stand in your confidence because others get intimidated. So I truly believe that a higher power works through us, and who is open, who is in allowing it, then those can hold more space for others, for many others. So I can say this is one of my gifts, to be, to hold the space, and to let my heart to guide, and to allow what's come to be shared.
Fabulous. I got two more questions I want to ask you. You've also mentioned channeling. I know what channeling is, but not everyone does. This is going to be, as you said, a really integral part of your podcast. Can you talk me through what that is and how it works, if you can comprehend that, or if you can explain that, and what gift that is and how that helps you to communicate with other people and share and empower and that kind of stuff?
Okay. Yes. I guess that many have different perspective of channeling. Somebody just they go in a specific space, close their eyes, breathe, and they just talk with eyes closed. This is also a channel so they can stay more in that space. When I'm say channeling, there is, let's say, I want to call it a new way, or a new or way of what will be more known, because When we embody our own higher self, is like it's here. And all that I have to go is to get out of my road. It's my mind. When I say to get out of my way, is to my mind to get out of my way. And then I just allowing to come. It's me, but it's connected. It's embodied. It's in this body. So this is the channel when I say, because I am allowing my higher self to speak. That's the channel I am talking about. Is different way of channeling, but this is the new way of, so to say, channel, is more actually embodying and be connected with the core of who you are, coming from the core, knowing of who you are, and you are part of that, and there is no separation. Then is open channel. Then is like the Wi-Fi is online. Just get out of my way. I need to get out my mind to get out of my way, and then everything is there. That's how, and when I say channeling, is to allowing it and to trust it and to not questioning, because yeah, the mind is clever. It's really clever. If it makes sense for you, if
That absolutely makes sense. So it is, as you said, it is getting out of your own way. It is listening, and it is a two-way communication with your higher self, with your own divinity, and it is, as you said, it's bypassing. What if I say that and they don't like it? What about this? What about what if
Mhm.
all that noise? It's
Yes,
just noiseless.
exactly. Exactly that. And sometimes it may come many things that, should I say it, should I not? Because, you know, you can feel the other person, how much they can get in, how much they cannot get in. So sometimes it's really tricky because, again, then I have to bring another part of me that, I have to equilibrate everything, because, again, too much good can be bad, too much bad can be good. So, a truth is good, but if it's given in the wrong time, it's as if it's poison. So that's where then it's require our one awareness. We have to really be in that place of, okay, feeling to, because we are energy beings. We feel. It's not to think, to know the person. You just feel it and think, okay, it's possible. No, not now. We need to have some more experience. Let them have their experience. Even though you see it, you have to let them to have their own experience, because even you say it, they cannot get it and they will blame on you because you broke their own game. So again, it's so funny to be in this, but sometimes it's not funny because it's like, oh God, I see what are you doing, but okay, okay, it's your past, do it because you have to learn from it. So that's the channeling, the feeling, the energy. You feel the energy is because it's an energy, and it feels good with your heart and your beingness. That's what you have to follow. That feeling of, okay, it's calm, this system. Yeah.
I think this is going to be a remarkable podcast. There's so much you're going to share. There's so much you're going to share at the right time. Um, Juliana, I think this is going to be fantastic. I'm truly honored to be a part of the show as you begin it. Um, yeah, I think just it's exciting. It's different. As you said,
Mm.
it's empowering. It's going to be something really special and precious. What else do you want to explain or share about the podcast? What last few gems have you got just to wrap it up and say this is the podcast that you should be listening to because it's going to have the capacity to change your life the way you really want it to be?
Yes. I can say that this is a New Earth channel, New Earth podcast, where not only the words can have an impact on your experience and feelings, but the energy of it can really move you because I know who am I know what I'm carrying, and I know why I'm here on earth. This is a podcast where showing up in your own life is what is about. To show up for you, to choose self love, self compassion, self forgiveness, and to choose you. It's not selfish. It's not selfish. And to, how can I say it in English? Like to grab all these old stories that have been told to us, all these old behaviors, the old way of living life, to grab all that, to breaking apart, like getting out of a old cocoon, old shaking the old skin and say like, hey, there is something new there. So that's what I can say of this podcast. It's a something for the heart and for the soul. It's not for the mind. It's not for the mind.
Brilliant.
Thank you so much, Hamish, for assisting me on this first step. Thank you for holding the space, for your question, and for your light. Beautiful hearts. Thank you for being here. Thank you for everything, what you do, and how you do it. Everything is right the way you do it. We all have to learn, and we cannot learn if we not put our feet in some dirty water to see, to feel, to understand that's dirty. We have to get out. So, with this said, I am appreciate you. I thank you. I love you. And see you next time, beautiful hearts.